Yeah,
All
I
right.
don't have it yet.
Okay, that's okay. There we go. All right. All right, guys, thank you so much for getting on. I just wanted to take a few minutes and touch base with you and answer any questions and just kind of let you know that I know what you're going through as a new coach. It's kind of overwhelming at first, and there's a ton of stuff that you're trying to learn, plus you're maybe running your first challenge group or learning all the workouts. And I just want to touch base with you guys and just go over the basics that you should be focusing on and give you some goals, and then answer any questions that you have. So the first thing I want to tell you is it's super normal to be overwhelmed the first couple months. I remember just feeling like I was being torn in a ton of different directions. I was, trying to run my challenge group, trying to answer messages, still learning myself, doing trainings. Like, it's super, super overwhelming, and that's totally normal. It will get easier, and you'll get the hang of it, and things will start to click, and you'll realize what are the important things, what aren't the important things. You'll get more comfortable talking to people. So just know those, especially that first month is going to feel like you're just running around with your head cut off. And then the second month will get better. And every month after that, you'll just get more and more confident. So just know that's totally normal, and don't get discouraged. Just keep working through it, and you'll figure it out. The other thing I wanted to tell you is that this business doesn't grow overnight. So, you can't expect in a month to be making $10,000 every week in this business. It can happen. One of my upline coaches makes like $10,000 a week doing this business, which is insane. But it does take time, and it takes consistency. Just like your workouts and your nutrition, it takes your consistency and dedication every day. That's the same with this business. If you kind of put the time in every day with this business, you're going to see the growth, and you'll make some money. You'll help a ton of people. You'll probably get in the best shape of your life too doing it. But it does take consistency. And it does take you really putting some time into growing your business. And I always tell new coaches is if you can put about an hour a day toward your business. And it doesn't have to be just a straight an hour sitting in front of the computer, but even 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes at lunch, 20 minutes at night. You can break it up throughout the day. But if you can put an hour toward your business every day, that's really all you need for your business to grow. And when I say put an hour toward your business, that means doing your power hour that we've talked about in that new coach bootcamp, connecting with people on Facebook, adding friends from like high school or even elementary school and messaging them and, saying, hey, like I haven't talked to you in forever. How's life? Just reconnecting with people, commenting on people's pictures on Facebook, liking people's status updates, being active yourself, posting 3 to 5 times a day on your own Facebook page, just getting people used to talking to you again. Also, in that hour, you want to make sure you're doing the 3 vital behaviors that we've talked about. So being a product of the product, so make sure you're drinking your Shakeology and doing your workouts consistently so you're seeing results that you can share with people. Invite people to join your challenge group. If you're going to start one in the next month or so, make sure that 2 to 3 weeks before that group starts that you're promoting your challenge group and you're inviting people to join with you. Also make a list of a few people that you think coaching, might help them out too. Think of 3 people this week that you think coaching might be, a good fit for, and don't be afraid to ask them or throw it out there, if you feel comfortable. The other thing you want to do is run those challenge groups every month. So decide on what date you want to start your challenge group, and then think of the next month and the next month, and just make it a habit that, sorry, my thing's blinking at me. Make it a habit that every month you're running a challenge group no matter what. Even if you only have like 3 people in it, it's no big deal. I've had 3 people in it and a couple repeats before. But the important thing is to just consistently run them, because the more often you run them, the better you get at them, the more comfortable you are with it, and the more people you're putting the products in front of, which again is just helping people and making people healthier. And that's really your whole goal. You also want to have a goal in mind to hit Success Club every month. So we talked about that in the boot camp, where you get 1 point for every home direct Shakeology order, and it has to be a home direct order. And normally what I do, if people are interested in Shakeology, I always recommend they get a home direct, because it saves them a ton in shipping, and they can cancel it like literally the next day. So there's no requirements, and it just saves them like $12 to $15 in shipping, depending on where they live. And then you also get 2 points for every challenge pack, which you guys should know is the Shakeology and a workout. So to hit Success Club 5, which is the minimum for Success Club, you only need to sell a couple challenge packs and 1 home direct Shakeology. So it's really not a ton. And the reason we push Success Club 5 or Success Club 10 is if you're hitting Success Club every month, your business is naturally going to grow. So they say if people hit Success Club 5 every month, that every month after that, their income will grow like 60%. So if you're hitting Success Club, your income is going to be growing. So that's why it's kind of a good goal for you to have, and a good benchmark as a coach. I'm sure I've told you guys before, but I've hit Success Club 10 every month since I've become a coach last April. So like over a year of hitting Success Club 10. So it's totally doable. And if you decide that that's what you want to do, if Success Club 10 is your goal, then figure out a way to make it work. And I'm not going to lie, like I've had those months where I've bought a challenge pack under my mom's name or my dad's name or my brother's name, or, if one of my best friends wanted to buy P90X, I would say, hey, I'm going to buy a challenge pack under you. And then I use the Shakeology packets to sell to people to try samples. So get creative, think about it. And, if you need to pull out all the strings to hit Success Club 10, go for it. Anyway, so those are kind of the things that you're going to focus on in your power hour, and that hour when you're spending working your business every day. And just remember that this isn't about sales. It's not about completely selling the products, even though that's kind of what it seems like. But really, it's about helping people and motivating them to be more healthy. And I always say that the more people that you're helping getting healthy, the more money you're going to make. So if your focus is getting people healthy and helping people out, then you're going to be making more money. And if you can do all of these things that we kind of just talked about, you should be making $1,000 a week by your year anniversary as a coach. So if you kind of hit the ground running and go for it, you could easily be making that amount of money. And I know when I started, I was like, yeah, right, there's no way. But I just kind of went for it, and I'm super committed and dedicated when I put my mind to something. You should ask my husband. He thinks I'm super stubborn. So when I told him I was going to do this, he knew I was going to go all in. And, I have to be honest, like, it's totally true. Like, I've definitely had my $1,000 weeks, in the last few months. So it's been really cool and fun to see it kind of all the hard work come back. And again, I don't say that to like brag or like whatever, but I just want you to know it's totally doable and something that anyone can do. And the other thing I want to tell you is to set goals and hit them. So it's super important to write down your goals and really go after them. I write down my top 10 goals every week, and then work at breaking those big goals down into littler goals and crossing those things off every week. And I never used to do that before I became a coach. And like, I was an athlete and like a 4.0 student, but I never wrote down goals ever. But it's made a huge difference for me. So write down your goals and do whatever you can to hit them. So that means, write down that you want to hit Success Club every month. Write down that you want to be an Emerald coach in your first month as, with Beachbody. You have the tools to do all of that. It's just a matter of deciding in your head that you're going to go after it and then do it. I think a lot of people in this business are like, oh yeah, I want to be emerald in like 6 months, or, I want to be diamond in a year. But like, make your goals challenging. Don't just, sit back and wait for it to happen. Like, really go for it. I was an emerald within 3 weeks. But then it took me 6 months to hit diamond. It was really hard for me to get to diamond. So, but I was pushing for it, and every month it was like, all right, this month I'm going to hit diamond. Well, I didn't hit it that month, so I moved my goal back a month. All right, this month I'm going to hit diamond. So, there's only so much you can do. But I was always going for it and always pushing for it and always adding coaches to my team. And that's another goal you should have. If you're really going for it and you want to grow your team and you want this business to grow fast, you want to add 1 to 2 new coaches every month. So if you're running monthly challenge groups, you want to try to get 1 coach out of your challenge group every month. If not more, if you can. So have that be another goal. Like, you want to sign 1 coach a month or 2 coaches a month. Have rank goals. If you already hit emerald, when are you going to hit diamond? When are you going to hit ruby? Just really write down those goals. Then another couple more quick tips, and I'm almost done. First is get used to hearing no. So that's one thing. It was really hard for me in the beginning because I felt like every time I heard no, it was such a shot to my ego. I felt like I was failing. I was like, what am I saying wrong? Like, I must be like pushing them too hard. I must be super salesy. I don't know. But like, honestly, this is a business of like hearing no, because you will all the time. Like, I was just looking right now, I have a PIO group starting this Monday, and I was looking through my list of people that I was messaging back and forth with, and I had so many no's just this month on that PIO group. But I also filled my group and I hit Success Club. I think I have 20 Success Club points this month. And so I hit my goal, but I also got shot down a ton. And if I get discouraged every time I hear no, like, I would have been out of this business a long time ago. But, don't worry about that. Every no you hear is just one step closer to hearing a yes. And, also, just because someone says no doesn't mean it's no. It could just mean not yet. And I can't tell you how many people have told me no, and 3 months later they join a challenge group. So I normally put all my no's on a big list, and I write down what program we talked about, and I always go back to them when that program goes on sale, or if I'm having, running my next challenge group. I always go back to them and be like, hey, we talked a month ago about you possibly doing this workout. Are you interested now? I still would love to have you. They may ignore me or not write back, or, tell me no again, like, whatever, it's fine. So just get used to hearing no. And the other thing is that this business has a 30 to 60 day delay. So all the hard work you're putting in now, you're really going to see in a couple months. So again, like, don't get discouraged, be consistent like you are with your workouts. Come to work every day with your beach body. And in a couple months, you're really going to see those results. All of a sudden, people are going to start messaging you. It's going to all of a sudden be easier for you to fill your challenge groups. It's going to be a lot easier for you to talk to people because you're putting in the hard work now. You're getting to know people again now. You're, posting on your Facebook page, fitness related posts and motivational posts, and people are going to start seeing that and paying attention to it. And in a couple months, they're going to come messaging you and asking you, like, what are you doing? Like, what is this Beachbody thing? Tell me about this challenge group, but it does take a few months for people to get used to that. Think about it. If you were on the outside looking in and you were watching this person post about challenge groups and posting about their workouts, it may take you a little while to message them and be like, tell me about this, tell me more. You may be watching them for a while. So just know people are watching you in the background. They could be watching you for like 6 months. So they're watching you and seeing what you're doing, and seeing how consistent you really are. It's seeing if this is just like a fluke thing you're doing for a month and then you're done with it, or if it's really, something you're sticking with and seeing results, and other people are seeing results in your challenge group. So, Just remember that. It works both ways. So it's a 30 to 60 day delay on being very successful. But, you know, also like for me right now, like I'm kind of doing really good. And, but if I just completely fall off for 30 to 60 days, in a couple months, I'm going to have a really hard time, you know, filling a challenge group. So it's one of those things that can go both ways. So, those are kind of the quick things that I wanted to go over tonight. And then for those of you on the call, I would love to answer any questions you have. So I'm going to stop the recording now and then